first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here's Newton now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away. Making the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Stewart on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In motion right is Benjamin. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And now it's 2nd and goal. Newton gives off to Stewart. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 5, maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Downs, a screen to Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Out left side here to Bryant. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Dobbs now on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. The toss play, Stewart. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his goal line here, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 50, Newton. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again with Bell. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On first down, it's Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and now it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Newton. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Going up top. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 47 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Now Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. Newton again. He's going to go up, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Working for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
To throw Dobbs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. It's Dobbs. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Charles Johnson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it and get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near the 39. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Play clock down to 2 and get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leaving on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Short kick here. Fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Run through the 8.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?